Hi, my name is Nick from Tilta. Today we're at NAB 2022 and we're here taking a look at the recently released Tilta Mirage matte box system. There's a lot to cover with the Mirage, but the basics is that it is a very small, lightweight matte box that is utilizing a new 95mm circular filter. So very similar to what you've seen with screw-on filters for photography lenses, that same idea but then put into a glass filter. The flagship version, or the flagship model being a 95mm variable ND between 1 to 9 stops, and what is especially exciting about this module is that it is wirelessly controllable via a follow focus motor. You can just screw that on to the gear itself, and then that gives you full wireless control of the variable ND, and it also is fully compatible with our Nucleus series. So another highlight of the Mirage is that it is incredibly modular. It breaks down, so for gimbal work you can attach exactly just the part that you need. These clamp onto a 95mm outer diameter, so for smaller cinema lenses like the Sigma Cines or the ARRI Ultra Primes, these will bite on natively. We also make adapter rings, so if you're using this for photography glass, it's a good solution, for getting some filters in front of lenses that you might not want to purchase screw-ons for. The idea is to better accommodate those who are primarily shooting on photography lenses, but then sometimes need to rent higher-end glass. They're able to use the same filters that they would on a photo lens as a cinema lens, while still keeping the same system that they're familiar with and already have invested in. And the idea behind the circular filters as opposed to the 4x5 filters is that you're only covering the amount of space that the lens is actually taking up, and this allows them to be a lot thinner and cheaper to manufacture, meaning that we can sell a lot of our circular filters for around $50 to $60, which compared to 4x5, is quite a difference in price. So the idea behind this matte box was to make, like I said, an affordable solution that can accommodate many different needs, from as simple as needing a lightweight matte box for easier days, shooting handheld, or making a completely stripped down matte box where you just need a filter on for gimbal work, or all the way to wireless control if you're not able to necessarily access the settings. You wouldn't need to land a drone, for an example, to change the ND. You can do that wirelessly if you have your camera on a crane. We're essentially giving you the same control you would with our wireless follow focus system, but for filters. Some of the new accessories that we are showing today, we do have some expandable 4x5 filter trays. This means that if you already have 4x5 filters, there's a single slot in the matte box itself, but this will allow you to mount additionals, and it uses a sliding technology and then mount to the matte box, essentially allowing you to mount as many 4x5 filters as you need. So we're trying not to exclude anyone who already owns 4x5 glass. We also have a couple different options for hoods. This one is rubber, meaning if you're doing stunt work or any type of camera work where you're pretty close to your talent, this is a good option for additional safety. One of the more interesting trays we have released, so this is a 95mm confetti filter, and this tray has the same rotating ability as our V&D module, essentially allowing you to, not sure how well this will show up on camera, but if you take a look here, it essentially allows you to get some pretty creative effects, and for some of our effect filters such as our anamorphic streaks, this will allow you to keep them level. We have static polarizers that can be adjusted with this. So we're slowly pumping out some more accessories for this, trying to make this as modular, as useful in any different situation as possible. And yeah, the idea is just to offer as many different ways as people might want to use this matte box, just so that it can be as close to a universal solution for as many indie filmmakers or camera owner operators as possible. So those are just a few of the accessories and concepts behind the Mirage. We have a lot of new products, from car mounts to the RS2 support to a new shoulder rig we'll be announcing pretty soon. For more information, you can find us at tilta.com. You can also find us on social media at TiltaMax on Instagram and at TiltaUSA on Facebook. Also check out the DJI Ecosystems user group. We have a lot of people who are very committed to getting the most out of all this equipment. We have a Mirage group as well. For those interested, you can find me on Facebook, Nick at Tilta, and get links to all of those groups and information.